All right, here goes my attempt at doing some YouTube. So I've got a new business venture. We're just kicking it off. I've got a new truck that's rolling in right now that's getting delivered. And I'm gonna film the process from kind of how the business has started, kind of the steps that I've taken. This is my first business, so I've done this several times. So maybe this will help some other people and their desires to do something on their own. So I'm gonna do my best to take you through it and kind of show you what I've done. Maybe somebody can teach me something. Maybe I can teach somebody else something. But here we go. Here's the new septic truck getting delivered. Alright, so I took delivery of the truck. First thing we're gonna do is gonna take it to the tent wrap shop. We got some artwork put together for it, and it's gonna look good. So we gotta take it so they can measure the truck, and that's what we're doing right now. Headed down the highway. This process could take a couple of weeks, so after it gets measured, it's just a little bit of a waiting game. But in the meantime, we're gonna go take the MSO and pay our sales tax, get our title, and once we get the license plates from the tax office, then we can apply for the TCQ number, because you can't do that without the license plate. You've got to have a license plate for that number to tie to. So we'll do that today as well. That process, the TCEQ process, also takes a couple of weeks, and that sticker from them actually physically comes in the mail, snail mail. So in the time frame of waiting on the truck to actually get wrapped, hopefully the wrap will be done about the same time as we get the TCEQ approval, and then we can start running the truck to make some money with it, and we'll be filming that as well. So here we go, almost to the wrap place. I'll show you that when we get there. So here's the problem. We ran into a problem. That door is only 10 foot high. This truck is almost 12 foot tall. The other truck that we were gonna get wrapped was just shy of 10 foot. So can't wrap the truck here. And all the artwork is done. The material is ready to go, but the truck won't fit in the shop, and they can't wrap it outside because it has to be a climate controlled environment so the material adheres properly. It's got to be a dust free environment. So we're going to try to find another location, same people, but see if they have someone that'll let them borrow their shop. I'm going to make some phone calls and see if I can find a shop, but I need like a 14-foot door that has a clean environment that's climate controlled. So challenge accepted. So I guess I'm working on that next, and in the meantime I gotta work on the TCQ stuff, get the tax title license paid, and figure out how to get this truck wrapped, because that's really the only hiccup right now. I'm sure we'll find more, but as of now it's just getting the truck wrapped. So we'll find out, get back with you. Next step in the process is the courthouse. We're gonna pay our tax title and license so we can get our plates for the truck. All right, leaving the courthouse. I only have the PDF of the MSO because the dealer I purchased it from has a 10-day holding period where they retain the original for 10 days and then they mail it out after that 10-day period, which for me, I've got 4 days left of that. So the courthouse won't allow me to pay the tax title license without the original MSO, which I kind of figured would be the case, but I figured if I took them a copy of it, pictures, maybe they might, but they said no. So I've got to come back next week once I have the original one in my hand. So if you ever go to pay TT&L on a vehicle, they won't do it without the actual MSO. So that's what we're waiting on. So back to the shop to Parker. Can't do anything with the truck right now. So we're gonna go park it for a few days until I can get that MSO and get the plates. And the wrap place that's gonna do the wrap on the truck did have a solution. They've got a friend in the business with a big enough bay, so we're back on schedule for that. So that's a good thing. All right, I'm gonna do a little walk around of this new truck. So we went with a Peterbilt 548. This is a Class 8 chassis, but it is the small engine, small transmission package. The Peterbilt 567 would be the next size up. The particular dealer I bought this truck from did not have any of those, and they didn't have any coming in anytime soon. And we were ready to get rolling, so this is the truck we bought. Everything else on this truck is going to be the same as the 567 would be, minus the engine and transmission. Cab is going to be slightly different, but as far as the componentry and the upfit on the back is all going to be the same. We went with a Massport Cobra pump. I had another business previously. We had Massport pumps on, and I was happy with them. The only option that I added that wouldn't normally come on a truck like this was this hose reel for water. There's a 50-gallon water tote here, and this is an electric hose reel, so you can rinse off your hoses, wash your hands, whatever it might be. It's just always nice to have fresh water on a septic truck, just in case. So, like I said, this is a Class 8 truck, tandem axle truck. The manufacturer's rating on this is up to 66,000 pounds. However, here in Texas, based off of axle distance, we're rated a little differently. And the way this truck is configured, it is allowable up to 54,000 pounds. So we did get the dry weight on the truck. I don't have it off the top of my head, but with about 3,500 gallons of wastewater in here, this truck will be just under 54,000 pounds. So this is a 4,200 gallon tank. So at 3,500 gallons, that still gives us quite a bit of airspace in there. Obviously, if we went over the 3,500 gallons, we'd be overweight, but that's enough volume to do 3 average septic tanks. So we should be good. This truck is going to be going to get wrapped pretty soon. So I'll show that to you guys whenever that happens. Pretty standard setup in the back, pretty simple. Some floodlights, 4-inch inlet, 6-inch dump valve. We'll be running a reducer for a 3-inch inlet reducer, and then on the dump valve I will be probably reducing to a 4-inch because the 6-inch hose is just a lot to handle. I'm not gonna say anything else about that. But yeah, that's the truck in a nutshell. Got a 36-inch toolbox, pretty cool. Peterbilt never disappoints on their trucks. They always look good. Fit and finish is always really nice. Over the years, I've had several manufacturers. I've had Kenworth, International, and Peterbilt. And Peterbilt is definitely by far my favorite manufacturer. So, yeah, that's it. And that's a Chevy.